I'm originally from east side of Bryan, Texas, right across the railroad track where we're located right now. So I've been doing music really all my life. My grandmother, it started as early as I can remember, cleaning the house, singing and rapping to the broom, to the mop, and then family reunions. My grandmother was the first person to put me on stage. I remember us having a family reunion out in College Station. I consider myself a representative of Bryan, someone who has a voice in my town. And you just gotta make sure when you stamp something that it's gonna be strong and it represents the vision and what you're doing. Graduated Bryan High 2006, went to University of Kansas, studied theater and performance. I got into film, done a few things, signed to an agent, went out to LA and just kind of forgot where I was there. My journey's been kind of here and there. Moved to Miami for about 10 years and I just kind of like buried in all the studios. I was going from Miami to Atlanta, working in studios, interning in studios, working. And I started developing my craft and finding myself.
Really feel like everyone is here to make sure you're at your best, and that's a great feeling.
The layout of the bar itself is actually really good. I think it's valuable to have a sort of flow of, you know, people coming in and they're able to choose what they want to do.
I think the place is awesome. I mean, the venue's just really nice in general. You know, when you play a lot of places, sometimes you end up in like these trashy dive bars. This place is like the opposite of that, you know?
Yeah, the sound's phenomenal. It's one of the best places where we sound at our best is here, for sure.
So my name is Lindsey Fish, and I'm a singer-songwriter in College Station. I'm a senior at Texas A&M. And when I came to college, I had a lot of more opportunities to write music. And so I got way more invested into writing and getting to perform in College Station in Dallas.
If it showed up on your porch that I was hurt, seeing you with her just made it worse. Convince myself that you don't really know how I feel, so shoot me straight, should I let go? The feeling I feel, it's been so long, so let me know.
We're Kitsch. Bryan, College Station is a great area, and I feel like Grand Stafford is just a pillar of this community, and it brings the best of people, and it brings the best people to the venue. So.
Yeah, the Grand Stafford is definitely my favorite place to play. I love the stage. I love the communication that we have, and like the great relationships that we have with all the staff, and from the lighting to how it sounds, like everything is just the best here, and it's just so much fun to play.
I think the support we got there was crazy to us. People, for the first time ever, were seeing us as a real band, not just some student band playing for a student org on campus. So the electricity that night was unmatched. I think that was probably one of our best shows we've ever had.
Drinks last night and now I'm feeling weird. Woke up to so many texts and they prove all my fears. Oh, won't do it again. Oh, my shirt is still feeling wet from all your sorry tears. You shouldn't send your own text if your mind isn't clear. Oh, do it again. Oh, 'cause I'll make the same mistake sometimes, and I try to keep up with your lies, and you say that it's my fault this time, but no, I won't fall for your game. Keep making mistakes sometimes, and I try to keep up with your lies, and you say that it's my fault this time, but no, I won't fall for your games.
So I was born in Dallas and I was raised outside of Houston, but my parents come from a beautiful, beautiful place called Morocco, and that is in the northwest side of Africa, if anyone's wondering. I think one of the very first time I ever had an actual true experience here was walking into the Grand Stafford as someone who was going to do photography for a night. Like a former professor of mine said he had a former student of his who was going to be in a band, and I'm not even a photographer, but I said, sure. Came, saw the Grand Stafford, met someone named Robert Hitchcock who introduced me to the beautiful studio upstairs, and that and stuff was crazy. And one thing led to another. I just started interning there, working out on the street, working audio, learning audio, and putting up a little bit of musical events here and there. It quite literally allows people to realize that there's more. There's so much potential here. There's so many people, so creatives, artists, producers, marketing people who want to see more. And I think that it has opened the door for so much and allowed for people to cut through a certain red tape that they have in their mind to allow the space for more. And at least for me in my career, it's only brought me up more. I had zero music experience. I had zero musical platform until I went through this, until I came here, got some networks, worked a little bit, rolled my sleeves up a little bit, put in the work, and opened my eyes to, hey, I can do whatever I set my mind to.
After just being down here once, fell in love with Bryan, fell in love with College Station, and all the venues here, Ice House Main, Grand Stafford Theatre. It's just been a beautiful time.
I am a musician in Bryan College Station. I am also a sound guy. I run front of house at the Grand Stafford Theatre and some other places around town whenever they want me to. I've run front of house for the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus twice. I've run front of house for that band Honey twice. Those are really good bands, really great people to know. The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus especially, both times they've come here, they have sold out the place. Plus we've had lines down the street. It's been amazing, but it's nice to come in, we have a big sold out crowd, ready to go. Those are always just the best nights.
At the end of the day, everybody gets along pretty well and kind of goes through. I mean, I've gone to some of the house shows with the metal bands and done that in the punk rock concerts and all. I love that stuff, so I kind of go to as many as I can go to. It's always neat when you play a show in town, you have 10 or 15 of your other musician friends that are off on a weekend. They come and help support you and come out and watch, and you do the same when you're not playing. So it's just, it's a big friend group and family. Hullabaloo Fest was really cool. We sweat our asses off that night, but we had a great time, and good to come see Saving Abel. I grew up listening to them, and then Paul Wall, I really grew up listening to him, so that was really cool to see him too.
My name's Matt, this is Trent, and we're Sick Ride from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Felt good. It feels good to be back in Bryan. It's been a while.
Yeah, Bryan knows how to party.
We've been playing Bryan for Bryan. We've been here for quite a few times since I guess 2019. Probably once. I mean, minus the
once a year, like 7 times or something.
We've
always played.
We've only
here.
played. Oh, we played the 101.
The 101.
Yeah,
couple times. Yeah.
Hey everybody, we are here in Bryan, Texas at Hullabaloo, and we are West 22nd.
Yeah, we're really excited to be here. We're playing with Vision Arcade. We know is doing the festival too. We were here in Bryan with them a few months ago actually, so cool to see them. It's a lot of other cool bands here. And yeah, we're gearing up for ACL coming up in October as well, and a bunch of other stuff we have planned this fall. So happy to be here. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think we first found Bryan just kind of through the sibling rivalry with College Station, being Texas students. So it was some A&M students that pulled us out here for a show they had at the Grand Stafford one time, I think in about a year ago. And since then, we've been coming back, meeting Rob and a lot of other people here and telling us about how important it is for Texas bands specifically to really make a name for themselves all around the state. So we're really happy that Bryan's so close by and that there's a great music scene here that we can come be a part of.
Hi, I'm Toby Pipes from Deep Blue Something. I play guitar and sometimes sing.
I'm John. I don't sing. I play drums.
I'm Todd. I do play bass, and I also sing. But my main job is to make all the dreams come true.
My name's Kirk. I play guitar, and I have cat diesel power.
My name's Clay. I also play guitar, and I do not have cat diesel power.
So at one point, you don't care?
No, I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
What is this?
So we were arguing about location, and John might remember, but there were a couple of instances, but one, I swear, happened at the Dixie Cafe, which is in Hearn, right? And we were on our way back, and
From playing here.
From playing, yeah, College Station. And for whatever reason, Manish, our light guy, was tormenting Kirk by flicking, I think it was French fries, but it was breakfast, though. So there,
Yeah.
Anyway, and then at one point, violently, Kirk just lunged across the table at Manish's neck and started choking him. And it was, but no
sound. It was like,
yeah, yeah. And we're trying to stop it, but nobody else in the restaurant seemed to be too alarmed.
disturbingly, Kirk kept squeezing.
Yeah, yeah. Like we had to make it. He didn't like catch himself. It was, hey man.
Yeah, it was green beans or French fries or something like that.
Maybe it was green beans. Yeah.
He was just flicking them at me, and I was like,
Because it was early in the morning. Yeah, but yeah, it happened right down the street after playing College Station. And that was early days stuff too.
Can I say Yeah. What was it called? I'm kind of bad with words. Usually if I don't know a word, I use a cuss word, so. My name is Senecca Homeyer. I am the production manager, talent buyer at Come and Take It Live in Austin. And I basically, what's the term? Sharpen my teeth in the Bryan scene. This is early 2000s, probably 2004, 2005. One of our first shows in Bryan was at this place called The Foundry. And then from there, you know, we did shows at Shotzi's and basically anywhere we could play. Because at one point it was like there were so many bands out of high school. There were a bunch of emo bands. We played McDonald's, like the parking lot off of University. We just kind of basically had to carve our own path, like, and it was like a 2-3 day thing, and they did it during South by, and it was a pretty big deal at the time, and then it just disappeared. If you're doing a festival in a place like Bryan, most of these bands and artists that you're bringing in aren't from College Station. So when you bring these artists in, and they're big in Houston, people travel from Houston or travel from Dallas or travel from Austin. These are people that weren't going to be in College Station otherwise. So it's somewhat of it's a smaller scale, like tourist spectacle type thing. If you treat it that way, and it should be, then as the city, I would see that as a good thing. These are people buying food at restaurants locally that probably weren't going to be there anyways, and people buying parking, probably getting arrested, like all these things that are generating money for the city from people that weren't going to be here. From my perspective, once I got into doing shows, I've had killer shows with, I played with Mushroom Head there, Powerman 5000's come through. That was an incredibly large show. Didn't expect it, but the scene came through with that. Stafford specifically, we've had Unearthed, Non-Point on the same show. We've had 10 years in that club. I remember a few times, it didn't matter if it was 300 people or 100 or 50 or 5. It was just like, these people love us, and that's awesome.
And again, with Infected Mushroom, our main drive doing music is make people dance. Then they create walls or do whatever, but our main thing is we want to see a rocking dance floor.
Also to come to an event and see many faces or some faces that are not the happiest today. I mean, who knows what they've been through. And then after 30 minutes or so, they're losing their minds and jumping and smiling. So I think that's a really cool thing to be a part of.
Well, for me, I just like making music. It's just something I've done always. I just like writing music. Of course, the aspect of a crowd enjoying that music is why you continue doing it. It's that thrill and ride when you get in a venue or in a festival or in a party, and we travel with this all over the world. And each week we're in a different place, seeing different people dance to the same music. That drives us to do more music, and we just have fun making it. It's not. For me, it's not a challenge to do music. Some people, suffer while they do art, which I get it. It's their thing. We don't. We just like doing it, so it's fun. Hey, what's up, everybody?
We're Infected Mushroom.
And we're here at Hullabaloo performing live.
Woo!
I smell it everywhere.
Yeah, me too. I smell tacos.
I smell
like mini steak tacos.
Chili cheese fries.
Look at me.
I'm Leo DiCaprio. How are you? Because I'm running them 100% a lot of the times.
You can put it somewhere, huh? Yeah, shit for a while at the studio.
Yeah, that's live.
Thank you, man.
It's always a pleasure, brother.
My advice for up-and-coming artists, keep an open mind. And you gotta know, if you want this as a career is like years. If you want this to be your career, you gotta look at it like that, like long term. You gotta treat it like that, be professional. You gotta treat people like you're gonna see them again. You probably will, if it's your career, you're gonna see them again. So definitely, treat it like that. What's up, it's Pow Wow. I'm here at Hullabaloo. What it do?
Joey Dunn, Deputy City Manager, City of Bryan. There's a lot happening in downtown Bryan, and we're very proud of, again, what you all are doing down here at the Grand Stafford, what Jose and his team and others are bringing. We are very also proud to have the designation that this last year for the music-friendly designation, and several of us went to compare notes to other cities. I think we're doing very well with what we have to offer. Texas A&M and the role that it plays, has always played, and certainly as we approach this new school or new college, fine arts, and I know you'll talk more about that, but we're excited about the possibilities. And downtown Bryan and Bryan in general has been where the arts really occurs in this area, and so anything the city of Bryan can do, and that's what we've been focused on, is to how do we partner and how do we bring the infrastructure that allows for this industry to thrive. And so that is the future, we believe. That is the flavor. That's what makes us unique as a community. Mm-hmm. So anything that we can do to support that's what we're here for.
For us, just based on our 25-year experience on startups, they are going to be the first and foremost. Are going to be integrity and trust. If the artist doesn't have that integrity and doesn't have that level of trust that has to be developed among their team and among their vendors, among their business partners, and us, nothing else matters. So that's the number one. It takes people that love the trade, that love the arts.
What I love about Bryan and College Station is it feels like it's very communal, but people know what's up. So you can't come here and be inauthentic, which who would ever want to be anyways, but they kind of require you to be who you are. And my time here with them has been just super special, and they've drawn that out of me.
Yeah, it's really great to have the city having our backs sometimes with these musicians and getting them started, getting them shows, getting people to come out to these shows. I just think it's really good for these local musicians. It's playing to nobody is not it's still fun, but it's still not as fun as playing to a sold-out crowd. And so if the city helps us get these sold-out crowds coming out, this could be really good.
And I think that from the mayor all the way down, if Tupac was alive and did a show here, it would be everybody in the building.
There is absolutely the infrastructure here and the fan base here to be the next Austin, when it comes to music, for people to come here and thrive and grow.
The city must absolutely support artists. I feel that Bryan College Station is a huge node in the state of Texas, from where we can connect the triangle from Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and even Houston. And creativity wants to thrive here. People must see that around here, with the Grand Stafford, with the Ice House, with what the city of Bryan is doing to support these venues and support festivals like Hullabaloo, you're planting seeds that you will want to see to be reaped.
I think the city of Bryan is growing. I think they're learning. I think they're getting to the point where they're supporting everything. And I gotta be honest, the city of Bryan in particular supports a lot of the things that I do. I consider myself a representative of Bryan.
Over the years, it's pretty revitalized. Played Chalie's, that was our first place, and then we played the third floor cantina a lot. And the area, it wasn't run down, but it wasn't very active. And since we've been back, there's a lot more things going on.
Let's build downtown Bryan. Let's create Destination Bryan and make this a place to come. And I think as we go along, right, you're gonna see those people start to weed everything else out. And like my dad always told me, the cream rise to the top.
The hard part being an artist these days is getting people to come out. But once they do, you connect and it's a magical night. So that I would just encourage people to continue to develop that culture of events and coming to them.
You need every genre represented. I think that's crucial to the growth of the venue and the scene itself.
This show wouldn't even be happening. This documentary wouldn't be happening if it wasn't something that you could see, us trending toward. We just got to put it in their faces and let them know, hey, there's some talented people here.
Love it.
'Cause I didn't know on that Wednesday in the first week of March I would meet such a guy who would raise the bar. I never would have guessed that my sister says she likes you. That's good, 'cause I for sure do. And she doesn't like my usual taste in men, but you're different in the best way. I like how you say my name, the kind of feeling I can't comprehend. They drove 5 hours to see me, 6 weeks in a row. Met my mama and believe me, she said don't let him go. 'Cause I didn't know on that Wednesday in the first week of March I would meet such a guy. Raise the bar, I never would have guessed that my sister says she likes you. That's good, 'cause I for sure do. She doesn't like my usual taste in men, but you're different in the best way. I like how you say my name, the kind of feeling.
Hi, I'm Kurt with Deep Blue Something.
Like you and me, I like what I see. I like dreaming of we. I like you alive. I like you and me. I like what I see. I like dreaming of we. I like you alive. 'Cause I didn't know on that Wednesday in the first week of March I would meet such a guy who would raise the bar. I never would have guessed that my sister says she likes you. That's good, 'cause I for sure do. And she doesn't like
Get down.
Hi, I'm Clay from Deep Blue Something
And this is Hullabaloo.
in Bryan, Texas.
Mm-hmm. I've got diesel power now.
I think that's all I got. Well,
Yeah, that's good.
Love you all.